its way out. And that's why it's so important as it does collapse. For many different reasons it's collapsing. Just the sheer weight of technology taking over people's jobs. People won't have the money and the purchasing power to buy the goods turned out. That's the end of the system right there as automation progresses. And it will progress because it's cheaper for corporations to do that. The internet, if we lose the internet, we're dead. So there's a lot that can go on over the internet.
First of all, corporations, if I have a corporation, I manufacture, say, laptops. I have a process of turning them on faster than you. If I share it with your company, I lose my competitive edge. So I take out patents. That prevents other nations from copying it. But you're depriving people of wonderful things when you take out patents. But when all the people of the world own all the resources of the world collectively, all the artificial boundaries that separate people are taken away. You don't need it anymore. So somebody said to me, what if everybody wants to live in Florida? Everybody doesn't want to live in Florida. People like change in seasons. There are different values. During the last Depression, I had a friend that owned an aircraft factory. And the government agents appeared and they said, we're taking over your factory. His name was Berlin Joyce, the factory. And he said, why are you taking it over? And the government said, you hadn't paid taxes for 3 years on your physical equipment, so we're taking over your factory. And he said, take the fucking factory. I haven't had orders for airplanes for 3 years. There's a depression on. So the government took the factory. We are moving in that direction. Chevrolet failed, and we bailed them out. The banks failed in America, and we bailed them out with public funds, which were sending kids to school, buying lunch for poor kids. We took that money and gave it to the same people that produced the problems, because the corruption of government is enormous. The United States won't even make the history books of the future as such a corrupt country. But that goes for all countries. They're all basically corrupt. So the way I changed the Klan is not through any magic. I befriended the leader. So I said, you mind if I bring some equipment with me? He said, anything you want, John. So I projected a picture of a man on the wall, on the screen. I said, Lou, tell us all about that guy. He said, he looks like a patriotic American, a war veteran. He's projecting his own values. He looks like a family man and a Christian. And when he got through projecting all the values, I said, is there anything else you can tell us about? He said, no, that pretty much sums it up. So I pulled the bottom of the picture out, which I got in the post office, wanted by the FBI for subversive action against the United States. He called him a patriot, a war hero. Now these 32 members of the Klan were laughing at Lou for the first time. So I said, so he goofed up this time. We all goof up occasionally. That's defending Lou. Then I played a record, and it's about a guy talking in Oxford English about aeronautics. So Lou says, you sound like a smart guy. I'd say a skinny white man with a bald head and thick eyeglasses. And then after that, the image comes on. It's a black guy raised in England, speaking with an Oxford accent, aeronautical engineer. He says, goddamn nigger talking like a white man. I said, Lou, if I took your kid and raised him in Scotland, he's going to say, I'm a Scotsman. You mustn't blame people for what they do. Culture shapes them. There are people that are raised in different ways. You mustn't judge them.
We want to do a major motion picture because we feel that that's the quickest way to show people what it could be like in a resource-based economy. And then it'll help answer questions for people as to how we get from here to there and all the questions that general people have. And it'll give the general public a direction to move toward. And then after that, we want to do a first city, a research center. So those are the aims that we have. And if anybody can help in any way that they can, if they write about it, if they do music about it, to help other people understand it.
We have no Mickey Mouse Club. We don't teach kids to join a Mickey Mouse Club. That's dangerous, brain damaging. We don't read Cinderella and all the Jack and the Beanstalk and another little kid that walks over and sees a cow. Moo Moo said the cow, Ba Ba said the sheep. You fill kids' heads with garbage and junk for years, and you expect them to be saner later? That's the most important time. Kids can learn anything. Geology, physics, chemistry, structural engineering. Did you know that? They don't need Jack and the Beanstalk. We project our own values of what we think kids want.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.